presenting the one and only Mr. TMI. Now check it. He's Mr. TMI, known as the Bear Man, aka homie the black sheep. He got the news, the stories, the topics, and so many things that you won't believe. Dropping these jewels and knowledge and giving advice and perspective on everything. He got them hard discussions, roller driven, buzzing, tune in, don't miss anything. Bringing the best, a variety of different guests, keeping it real and lessons, they dress to impress. Every day chasing a check, follow, subscribing, request, it's time to decompress. Get everything off his chest, taking you guys on the quest into the mind of the podcast champion, and then telling y'all what he suggests. New season looking brighter, another level, take it higher. With all this info he acquired, giving whole stories the entire. Only here to inspire. Feel it, he on fire. Now hope that I got your attention. The champ in the building, y'all watching Mr. TMI.
Yeah, that's right. TMI News, hosted by Mr. TMI TATE. Shout out to my co-hosts who are not able to join us tonight, Kenya B and Thomas J. What's up, y'all out there? I got some stuff to go over tonight. So thank y'all for joining TMI News every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. But tonight, man, it's kind of just me going over a couple of things, man. So let's talk. And I will tell y'all, I don't have my damn glasses, so the comments that you put can or cannot be, or whatever you call it, will or will not be read. We're going to put it that way. It may be read, and it may not be read. Let me make sure that my microphone is on correctly. I don't think it is, so let me fix that real quick, because I got to make sure y'all can hear. You know what I'm saying? Got to make sure. I think y'all can hear me better now. Wait a minute. Wait. Not yet. There it go. So let me tell you something, man. First of all, I want to thank our sponsor, because we do have a sponsor that I want to pay respect to, because the food looks so good. Y'all check this out.
Look at this. Oh, perfect. Oh my God. Isn't it great? Yes. I know, it's my dream. I have goosebumps everywhere. This is out of this world. What a birthday. I know. Happy birthday.
Shout out to the twin. We got Tweety. Shout out to Tweety. Hey, look, man, congratulations to Tweety, who leaped out on faith along with her husband to open up So Clucking Good restaurant, which is doing so clucking good right about now. I got to get the cluck out there and try out some of that food so I can say, what the cluck? This tastes clucking good. So I can't wait to get out there. And another thing, man, send a shout out, man. I got to send a shout out to Rashawn, who allowed me to be on his 5-minute hot open mic on Saturday, which was absolutely dope. It was dope seeing the comedians out there that came out there. It was dope chopping it up with them. And it was even more dope going up on stage and, you know, getting their reaction to what I do. You know, a lot of people don't know that I do stand up, but I actually do stand up. You know, y'all always hear about the hosting gigs and then the podcast and the acting and all that. But yeah, man, I do stand up, and I'm not that bad. Based on what I've heard, I'm not that damn bad. I'm actually pretty damn good. So y'all got to come out, man. When y'all see Mr. TMI on the card, y'all got to come out and support. Y'all got to make sure you come out and support. So in saying that, you know what? I'm gonna kick the show off like we do it, man, because I got some shit I want to slap. So let's go ahead and get into the weekly slap right now.
I will slap you, man. I will slap the hell out of you. You don't play with me. You don't.
Larry, what the hell are you about? Larry, you can't just.
I can't believe you just did that.
Want to say something? You want to say something? I ain't slapped a bitch in 2 weeks.
Hi, I'm with the Port Commission.
Yeah.
I'm from the Athlete's Foot Foundation.
Brother. Hey, can you get my demo tape to somebody? I will slap the hell out of you right now, Lee. Yeah? Yeah.
So, slap of the week, man. I got to give it out. And here's the reason why I got to give it out. Y'all ever seen somebody walk in the stall in a public bathroom, do whatever the hell they was doing in the stall, and then walk right out. Didn't even acknowledge the sink. Didn't say hi to the sink. Didn't say what's up to the sink. Didn't wave to the sink or nothing like that. And let me tell you something. I don't give a damn what you went in a public stall to do. When you come out of that stall, I feel like you got to wash your damn hands. I don't even care what you did. I don't care if you went in there just to flush a piece of toilet paper. I feel like when you get out of that stall, you need to wash your damn hands. So I want to slap that dude that totally dissed the sink today and went in that stall and then came out and ran out the damn bathroom. I bet you he'd be the first person to shake somebody's damn hand in a meeting. Nasty something. So I want to slap the hell out of him. And if Thomas J was here, he'd have a sound effect. I think I got the sound effect. Let me see if I got the damn sound effect. Let me see. If I ain't got the sound effect, I hope I got the gun sound effect, because his ass need to be shot for that. Let me see what sound effect I got to go ahead and I ain't got nothing but dancing and pop locking. I ain't got no smack. I ain't got nothing. Oh my God. Well, damn it. Let me see. Can't play that. Can't play that. Can't play that. Hell, here you go. Just this. And that ain't giving him no shout out. That's just putting him on blast right there and letting the world know. I think an alarm should go off when you go in that bathroom and you walk your nasty ass out without washing your damn hands. I think an alarm should go off. No lie. What's up, whoever this is? Let me see. What up, Vic? What up, boy? What's going on with you, boy? We got some things to talk about tonight. I actually got a little bit of news. But I first want to discuss the comedy on Saturday night, just to let everybody know, because I know a lot of people be asking me, man, when, where, how, and all this other stuff. Please pay attention to what I post, because I do post where I'm gonna be, and it's nothing more irritating than somebody to say, "Oh, I didn't even know." When you posting, that's all I post, and I know it got to cross your timeline sometime. I can't stand for somebody to say, "Oh man, tell me when your next show." I'm telling you when my next show, because I even go to the extent of inboxing and all this other stuff. Y'all know I will wreck your inbox and let you know. But it's always them people that say, "Well, let me know next time. Well, let me know next time." Well, you know what? From here on, I ain't letting nobody know jack. It's on my page. I'm not sending personal invites no more, because it's too many people that done hit me up and said, "I'ma be there." No, you're not. No, you're not. Just, if you're gonna be there, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. But don't tell me you're gonna be there. And the worst thing in the world is on show day when you getting all those cancellations to your text message. On the real, man, if you're not able to make it, just don't make it. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather for you just not to make it than to be texting me on the day that, if you know about this stuff, your nerves be a little tight. You're already nervous and all that other stuff. And then, you don't want to feel those kind of phone calls or text messages on that day, because you're trying to stay focused. So on the real, just don't even text. Don't do none of that. I'll talk to you afterwards, and you can tell me why you missed another one afterwards. Now, I will say again, man, it was great getting up on that stage and getting acknowledgement by comedians. Man, my boy Cap Hill was out there. Cap Hill had me absolutely dying laughing, man. Shout out to Miss Personality. She was dope. Shout out to Miss Honey. She was dope. Shout out to all of them out there Corey Cherry. Let me not forget Corey Cherry. He was dope. All, again, Sequina, dope. It was a great time. So thank y'all for that. Now I want to get into some news, man. So this is some real news that I want to discuss, because it need to be discussed, y'all. So let's do it the right way. We're gonna get into the news the right way, the way we used to do it, like this. So So today I literally sat in traffic for 3.5 hours this morning. It took me 3.5 hours to get to work. Literally 17 minutes away from my destination. It took 3.5 hours because they had to shut the highway, Dallas North Tollway, down because of a fatal crash, 3-car accident, 1 fatality. And again, it was terrible because I had to pass by that accident and I actually saw blood on the ground and a absolutely destroyed vehicle. The vehicle was destroyed. I mean, I'm talking about there's no way any vehicle should be going that fast enough to destroy a vehicle in the manner in which I saw this vehicle destroyed. I have never seen a airbag deploy and then was totally separated from the vehicle. The airbag was on the ground. The daggone car got hit that hard. And I just want to say, man, it's too many ridiculous accidents. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be car accidents because the amount of cars on the road, the amount of space, so on and so forth, human error alone. But every morning on Dallas North Tollway, I see somebody zigging and zigzagging really fast in and out of traffic. And I'm talking about if traffic is going 70, 80, they easily going over 100. That's how fast they are going. And they're weaving in and out of traffic very carelessly. And at the end of the day, man, folks want to make it home. I don't know about y'all, but I want to make it home. And I ain't got time for somebody to rear end me or clip me where the vehicle goes out of control. And with all due respect and with all honor and praying for the family of the one that was lost today, but I actually had a friend who lost her mom over a drag racing incident, hit and run. So I don't know what the hell be on y'all mind when y'all on these roads, especially during it any time, but especially during traffic. When it's traffic outside, you need to be extra cautious. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I had somebody, you know how you driving and then all of a sudden traffic backs up. I'm stopping because traffic is backing up. This fool ain't paying no attention. He comes rapidly behind me. He gets out of control, damn near finna hit the side rail. And then this son of a bitch blew his horn at me like it was my fault. Blew his horn at me like it was my fault. I wanted to get out the car and slap the hell out of him. Like, oh, what you thought? I should have plowed through the traffic the same way you was about to plow in the back of me? That's a damn shame. It's too many lives being lost on these roads, and we are in control of it, man. You don't have to go that goddamn fast. You ain't in that big of a rush to get to work. And I'm talking about, y'all, it be 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning that I see this. And it's absolutely stupid and meaningless to do some bull crap like that. You know, people dying every day, man. But man, when people die carelessly, because that's carelessly, man. That's careless. You don't know who's in what car. Who mom that was, who sister, who brother, who daddy. You don't know, man. And you just out here recklessly driving. And for you kids out here that think y'all got it under control because y'all been driving every bit of 6 months. Y'all the main issue. Not paying attention. And you got to pay attention to what's ahead of you as well as what's behind you. And not on your goddamn phone. The phone is causing too much distraction. Now, I'm not blaming just the kids because I see old folks on their phone. To be honest, sometimes I be on my phone. But I just be trying to change my damn YouTube or a commercial been them popped up. I think YouTube and all these other platforms will put it in place. If they know you're driving, don't put no damn commercial on. That way I ain't got to hit skip and lose my eyes off the road. Goddamn commercial ain't that important. So I think, again, too many distractions. Kids, man, y'all especially slow down. You don't have it under control. Just because you've been driving for 3 months don't mean you got it under control. Then when you tear up some shit, you're going to be looking crazy. Then when you mess around and hurt somebody or, God forbid, kill somebody, you really going to be looking crazy. Because 9 times out of 10, when they be running away from the crime, be kids. What I mean by that is them hit and runs. Why you ain't staying? Because you ain't qualified to drive. So at the end of the day, man, we gotta do better on these roads. I don't want to, man, look, absolutely, Vic. I don't want to go out like that, man, on no damn roads. Goddamn it, if you want to speed drag race, go be a real soldier and go off to the dirt roads where it ain't nobody, where you can fly your ass into a corn stalk or a field or a cow or some shit like that. Instead of drag racing like y'all playing a damn video game in real life traffic, hurting people. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I rolled past that daggone accident and I saw that blood in the street, that shook a brother up a little bit. That shook me up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm like, man, what family lives was totally changed this morning with this situation? We can say praying for the family all day long, but at the end of the day, man, them people ain't coming back. That person ain't coming back. And that person was probably just trying to go to work. That person was just trying to go. I'm just trying to go to work. Same way I'm just trying to go to work in the morning. I'm not trying to beat no speed record. I'm not trying to top my top record to see how fast I can get to work and all this other shit. I'm not weaving in and out of traffic, but I'm just going along with traffic, and then all of a sudden I'm gone. Because somebody, like they shot him out of a rocket. That's how fast. I'm talking about, you ain't never had nobody go past your damn car and shake your car going so damn fast. And I don't know about y'all, but if you've never been on Dallas North Tollway, it constantly curves. It just constantly curves. And sometimes when you're doing the speed limit, you can lose control because of them curves. But I'm not lying. It's every morning I go to work, somebody ride past and shake the whole goddamn car. It never fails. So that's my news piece for that right there, man. Because at the end of the day, man, praying for the family, but that, you know, that family is forever changed because of somebody's stupid decision. That's real news, y'all. That's real news that affect us on a daily. So I want to talk about this. Now, tonight I had a hell of a topic, but I changed it, y'all. I changed it because the topic that I had for tonight, I gotta have my co-host on here with me because they are so much of a part of the topic that I created for tonight. So I changed it and I found a new one because with me being married for 25 years to my beautiful wife, I want to start giving back. What I mean by giving back is I want to start giving some marital advice, some dating advice, some engagement advice, some couple advice, because I got a master's degree at it at this point. Don't you think? Ain't y'all tired of them folks giving y'all advice that ain't got nobody? Now, I'm not saying you can't learn from them, but how in the hell are they experts when they can't hold on to nobody themselves? Why are you leaning towards somebody or some people who can't handle a relationship on their own? They unstable, have no platform, no sturdy foundation. Why are you taking advice from them folks? So I, Mr. TMI, the relationship genius. What up, Melvin? I want to talk. I want to talk to y'all. Yep, I call myself Mr. TMI, the relationship genius. Ask me your relationship questions tonight. I'm going to take them. But in the meantime, I want to talk about this. This is the topic. Is your type the reason why you are single? I'm going to type that out, damn it. Hold on. Let me type that out just in case you missed it. What up, Erica? I see you out there. Hold on. I'm typing it, y'all, because you know I'm special. I got to type. Is your type the reason why you are single? Capitalized single with a question mark and an exclamation point. We're going to do that. And we're going to have this bitch stroll at the bottom of the goddamn screen. That's the damn topic. I guess I should have put topic. Erica say, what up, Erica? What if they just already gone through all of the damn? Why you gonna put that much? And I told you I ain't got no damn glasses, and I can't see that well. So now I got to slow this down, like I'm special, like I'm short. You know, what if they just already gone through all of that mostly? But I've just decided I don't want to do that anymore. You know what? That's awesome. Let me tell you something. If you get to a point where you are satisfied with yourself, then that's fine. Because guess what? You're not one of the people that's out here complaining that you don't have someone. If you by yourself and you good with that, you content with that, man, that's awesome. That is awesome, because I'm going to tell you just like this. What people don't understand, Erica, is first of all, you got to learn to love yourself before you can love somebody else. I can testify to that, because for a long time, Mr. TMI didn't love himself. And I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get a girlfriend. Nobody liked me. I ain't lying. And if they did, they kept it under wraps. They didn't tell nobody. They ain't want to be, seen as special. But for a long time, I didn't like myself. And it's because I believed what other folks believed about me instead of believing in myself. I couldn't have got my wife when I was 21, 22 years old. There's no way, had we met, that we would have hooked up. No way. I had zero confidence in myself. Yes, at 21, 22 years old, I had zero confidence in myself. And I wouldn't have made nobody's good man. I wouldn't have made it. Hold on. Because I'm going to catch y'all comments, because I like this engagement. Thank you, Erica and Melvin. Melvin, I think that's my cousin too. Man, what's going on? What? You said you got it. Let me see. And your type is usually a pattern of your own behavior. Absolutely. We're going to talk about that, Melvin. We're going to talk about that. And Erica said that part. I don't know if she was talking about me or talking about cuz, but that part, damn it. And Erica, look, let me say this. Let's get into this. Your type. Erica, let me get you right here. Let me get my stuff set up. You're going to have to bring me on. We're going to have to do this one together. Erica, how bold are you to do it right now? That's what kind of dude I am right now. I'll invite you to the lobby right now. Set your damn phone up, cock it up to the side, make sure your background clean, because we don't want to see nothing, you know what I'm saying? Just in case somebody think you're cute, but then your background be all nasty, and then they think you're nasty, which I already know. I know you ain't that. You all good, so I ain't tripping on that. But if you want to get on here tonight to talk about this, we can do it. We can do it. You ain't got to be studio setup style. We do it. This is how we do. Anyway, let me get into this. Your type, right? You know how people say, and I watch Pop the Balloon all the goddamn time, and it drives me nuts, but we ain't gonna get into that. You know how people say he got to be 6 foot at least when her ass is 5'2". He got to be 220 pounds. He has to make 6 figures. He has to have 3 cars. He has to have a house. He has to have all this shit set up. I just want to know, what tribe are you going to get this nigga from? Excuse my language. I didn't mean to say nigga, so don't block me anything like that. I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying no. So what tribe are you going to get this dude from? Because at the end of the day, the thing that you are describing, the person you describing, have you ever thought, would that person be attracted to you if they saw you? Because don't it have to be both ways? Your type. Because I'll be for real with you. I know damn well I was not my wife's type, especially when we met. I know I wasn't my wife's type. There is no way my wife sat up and said, he got to be 5'9", skinny as hell, with a big head and a bus pass and a big nose. There's no way my wife there's no way my wife said, and I got to be stronger than him. My wife was stronger than me at one point. Y'all, I was little. I mean, it didn't hit me until I had a daughter and somebody came to the door and said, excuse me, is your parents home? Talking to me. I am the parent. And they would ask me if my parents home. Now, it's a good thing to look young, but I was pitiful. There's no way I was her type. However, when God delivered me, or her to me, or me to her, or however you want to put it, she knew. She knew, because it wasn't what I had or what I looked like or anything like that, but the fact that I treated her with the utmost respect. First and foremost, started out with respect. Not trying to get into her clothes, not saying disrespectful things to her, not trying to think I'm slick or that I'm cute or that I'm some Don Juan or something like that. Why we always use Don Juan as somebody slick? I'm sorry, Don Juan. You all right. I'm just saying. What up, Nana? Yeah, I found you at the right time. You daggone right you found me at the right time, because I'm on one. Now I got to cut my cussing out some, because I respect my elders, Nana. Even though Nana be on that sports show and I be saying everything. I'm sorry, Nana. My mama taught me better, but, you know, I grew up around cussing my whole life. But anyway, respect is the first thing that I led with. Treating her like a woman. Not a hoe. Not a jump off. Not none of that. And by me treating her that way, guess what? She saw me as a respectable young man that she can take around her family. Because trust me, if you this pants thing, don't nobody want to take your ass around their family. Ladies, if your booty cheeks hanging out the bottom of your damn shorts and all this other stuff, don't nobody want to take you around their family. Come on now. You know what they want. So the package you present got to be presentable. He got to be proud to present this package around people that he love and respect. It's a lot of elements that go into this. While people want to say, if your sign is his sign and y'all link up together and your moon is his star and all that other bull crap, instead of doing the damn work. They don't understand it takes work. They don't understand after 25 years, it takes work. It takes adaptability. You have to be able to adapt. I am not the same man that she married. That is some delusional bull crap. If I was the same man that she married, that mean I ain't learned a damn thing. Y'all ever seen them? The ones to be, they be you out there. I want him to be the same man that I married. You're delusional. You are delusional. He need to be a better man than you married. He need to be a better man than you dated. Now, don't get me wrong. We slow down because I'm getting a little slow. Things are slowing down a little bit. I can't, all of the surprises and all the other stuff. It slow down. But when I do muster up my energy to surprise her, it be a hell of a surprise. Hell of a surprise. Can I do it like I used to do it as far as bringing flowers and all that other stuff for no reason and all that? I can bring you flowers occasionally, but guess what? I had to adapt because now she got allergies and asthma and she can't even handle me bringing her no damn flowers. You got to be able to adapt. She ain't the same woman I married. I'm not the same man she married, but guess what? We adapted together. How many people ever brought it to y'all like that? See, when I bring you some relationship advice, it's going to be the real. Not all that. If he can't afford you, then he don't need to be bothered with you or whatever the bull crap. That is a bunch of bullshit. Because you stupid if you put a price on your head. You stupid and you're cutting your dating pool in half. He gotta have this, he gotta have that. You name somebody that, okay, if he got all that, guess what come with that? Drama, other women. You think he's sitting around with all this shit and he done waited and finally found you? No, drama come with that. But what about this, ladies, gentlemen? What if y'all build it together? Ain't it much more valuable to both of you when you build it together? And I'm sorry, but I want to see somebody how they act when I ain't got a damn thing, when I'm at my worst. Because that when you at your worst, it brings out the true character in you and in the person that's with you. And if they ready to jump ship when you at your worst, you need to push their ass off the ship. Because they not going to be there with, guess what? It ain't always up in a relationship. There are some down times. You ready now? Are you saying you ready now? Are you saying to come on now? You're ready. Is that what you're saying? Doesn't sound like Denzel. Is that what you're saying? You ready now? That's what, You want to come on this show? That was my best Denzel impression. I ain't no impressionist. That was all I had. Erica, I'm gonna guess that you're saying that you're ready. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot you this link that you can join. Hold on, let me find it. I think that's it. All right, I'm gonna inbox you the link. Give me a second. I'm a little slow. Erica, I'm a little slow. All right, so the link is shot to Erica. She should be joining us soon. But I want to get back to what I was saying. Wouldn't you rather have somebody that no matter what's going on, what's going to happen or what's happening or anything of that nature, that that they got your back 100%? Wouldn't you want that? I tell you what, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all marinate on that question for a second. Hey, we'll be right back with more on our topic.
I have 3 families that really need your help, and I don't know what else to do.
Hi, I'm Dr. Simone Barker, and I am a psychologist.
Why do we need a new doctor?
Well, Dr. Barker is a different type of doctor.
So, what is it that she does that you can't do?
Hypnosis?
I may not be as smart as you two, but what I do know is messing with somebody's brain is not a good thing.
When you see me again in the dream world, I'm going to look completely different, but don't be afraid. It's me.
Different?
Yes, it takes an immense amount of energy to do this.
Yeah, but what if something goes wrong? I mean, that's some voodoo stuff. What if she turned me into something?
Who is Liberty?
I never told you about Liberty.
You didn't have to. Hey, did.
You must have a death wish or something, lady.
No, but I do have a proposition.
Proposition? For me? Do tell.
Do the names George Pierce, Dawson Lavery, and Mark Jefferson ring a bell?
Possibly. What's it to you?
You left their families in a real mess, and it's my job to fix them.
Mary, I don't know about this.
The Sharing Circle, Michael W. Green, man, is coming to a streaming platform near y'all. We back, and I see that Erica, I sent you a inbox message. Get that inbox message, click on that link. It's going to bring you in here, and then we can chat. But while we wait on Erica, y'all, I'm back at it, man. I want to talk about this topic. Is your type the reason why you are single? You know, for all of y'all looking for that certain type, maybe your type ain't good for you. Maybe your type ain't, you know how they say, I want a roughneck. I want somebody who can handle me. Is that really good for you? You want somebody who can handle you. Exactly what do you mean by that? Somebody who can handle you, so you want to be off the chain? You want somebody to have to deal with your mess or put you in check? They not your daddy. They not your daddy. Hold on a second, y'all. We got her in here. None other than my homegirl, Miss Erica Williams. What up, Erica?
Hello.
And no, you didn't get in here with that Dallas Cowboy head on.
You
that
know
is
I had
blasphemy.
to represent because we won on Sunday. I just had to reiterate to the public, you know.
Yes, y'all did. Hey, do me a favor. Turn your camera landscape. Okay. Landscape camera. Let's see if it'll rotate. There we go. That's what we want right there. We want you on screen fully. So
let me turn it this way.
Yeah. You do that. So we are talking about, Erica, is your type the reason why you single? And I see you was chomping at the bit to get in here.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't really think that it's quote unquote your type. Like, I think you meet people where you are in life.
Facts.
So if you are at a place where you've been in this relationship with somebody and you've made, or they hurt you, they really hurt you. So now you hurt. You're like, dang, man, I don't think I'm gonna ever do this relationship stuff again. As you go down this line, you're gonna meet people who got that same type of mind frame. And when you meet them, you think, oh my God, we make such a good match because we think alike. No. Both of y'all are just traumatized. So until you go get the help that you need, whether that's counseling or whatever it is to deal with that trauma, then you're going to be linked up with those kind of people. Now, if you are one of those people that can get in a relationship with somebody, go through that trauma, but then get yourself back together, you're going to move on with life, but you're not going to be seeking somebody who's already gone down that path. Your eyes are going to be wide open. So when you see it and you spot it, you're going to be like, oh, you know what? Nope. That looked like what I went through with such and such. I don't want to deal with that. I'm not going to bother that.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. So check this out, Erica.
I'm listening.
My sister is a Cancer. I love my sister dearly, but we did not get along at a young age.
Okay.
We did not. Oh, we fought. I couldn't stand her. And she know I love her, but I couldn't stand her. One of the worst relationships I've had in my life was a Cancer.
Wow.
Now, at that point, I could have said, I don't ever want to deal with a Cancer.
Okay.
We don't get along. Our moons don't match, and all this other little whatever they be doing with the stars and all this other shit. But the greatest partner I ever found in my life is a Cancer.
But did you meet your Cancer before you were healed? Before you?
No, I wasn't healed. I wasn't healed.
You were still going through stuff.
I damn near told her.
Going through stuff?
I damn near told her, "Oh hell no, you a Cancer. I can't do it."
Was she going through something?
Oh, I don't know what that lady was going through, man.
See, so that's the thing, right? So if you get hooked up with somebody and you are not going through the same thing she's going through, so maybe she's healed and you're not. It's up to that woman to make the decision to say within herself, is this somebody that I'm willing to go through the process with? Because she already knew what it looked like if she was healed. Now, if she wasn't, then she recognized, okay, we both going through something. But you have to make up, or she had to make up in her mind to say, you know what? I like him though. I like him a lot. I really see he has potential. Maybe we can just go through this process together and we're going to go through our ups and downs. See, now that's the difference when you was talking about marriage. When you said about marriage is not what people think it is. And it dang show ain't what it used to be long time ago. When you get married to somebody, you choose somebody, a man or woman, the person that you choose, you are saying, I am ready to do life with this person no matter what happens.
Okay, so check this out, Erica, because I got to expound on what you said, because I totally agree with what you're saying. I want to roll it back just a little bit.
Okay.
When it came to me and my wife didn't know my struggles when it came to cancers and all that. Okay. But one thing that I had to mentally do is say, that woman ain't never did nothing to me. She deserved a fair, clean slate. She had nothing to do with what the hell I went through in the past, with whether it was growing up with my sister. I love you, Tiny, but you knew who I was. And she didn't know what the hell I went with my relationship. She didn't know. And it wasn't her choice to be born on that day.
Amen.
So at the end of the day, this is a totally different new human being that now I can't live without.
Okay.
Now let's get into the marriage piece of it. When you said that you're joining life, absolutely. But this is what people don't do. They take that word life and it's like a big cluster of whatever happened. No, what people understand is that's your sex partner. That's your best friend. So, that's your counselor.
That's everything.
Let's be for real. That's your business partner. That's your disappearing act. I don't know where the hell Erica went. Somebody calling her more than likely on her phone. So I'll wait until Erica pop back in to finish giving those what's involved in a marriage, because I think that a lot of people live for the wedding day and don't think about the day after. I think they live for this fairy tale. I walk down the aisle with my white and everybody's clapping and throwing flowers and shit. And then we're going to dance and we live happily ever after. Erica, you may have to drop and then come back in. If you're not getting any video or audio, you may have to drop and come back in. Okay. That was my fault. I wasn't trying to do that. But a lot of people don't understand that they really think why you think bridezillas exist, because they put all of their energy into that day and then totally lose what the concept of marriage is the day after.
Right.
And that's why divorce is so high.
Right.
Hold on, I got to make sure I figure out how to get you back on here. There you go.
Okay, I had to put.
So wait,
do not disturb people.
No, 9 times out of 10, I knew you had a phone call. So here's the thing: they don't understand that that's your business partner. Because guess what? If y'all divorce, guess what's gonna happen to your business?
They get half.
You gotta, that's your financial person. They get everything. Then on top of that, if kids are involved, that's the person you got a co-parent with.
Right.
That's the person that your kids are half made up of.
Right.
And I always go into this, Erica, we will breed our dogs. We wouldn't breed our dogs with a different breed, but we'll go and lay down and have a baby by anybody. So at the end of the day, and shout out to all of y'all who had a baby by that dude with the good hair and nice eyes back in the day that's catching hell from them little nice-eyed, bald-head kids y'all got now. Or
Man,
adults.
that's the crazy
They
thing.
adults now.
I think that we like in a grocery store and we just out here picking and choosing. I'm gonna pick this person because this one got. But you know what? You laughing, but that is so for real. Like it's a lot of people out here that are choosing their partners based on what they look like because they want their kids to come out a certain way, which is the craziest thing ever. But we still got folks out here that do that kind of stuff. But just to piggyback off of what you said in regards to that person being your best friend, your this, your that, your whatever, they're your everything. All right. So right now, the relationships that happen today, people just getting hooked up for the benefit. I know that sounds so bad and I know it don't sound right, but people are getting hooked up with people for the benefit of what they can do for me. So as you said earlier, something about you want to get with a man that's going to buy you flowers and this, that, and the third. That's why I said, wait a minute now, because I beg to differ. Listen.
No. That was me being sarcastic.
I know, but listen.
Okay.
I want to piggyback off what you said, right?
Okay.
Because I buy myself flowers every week. I'm gonna go treat myself. I take myself out of town. I do a lot of those things, right? Yeah. I don't want to get hooked up with somebody who can't do for me what I do for myself.
Absolutely, I agree.
And it's okay that I choose to be that way, because what happens is you'll tend to find, if I did do that, because I've tried it in the past, you're gonna get hooked up with somebody who sees the quote unquote, oh my God, look what she could do for me, or look what I can get when I have her. I don't want you for that reason. I need you to come to the table with me like me or better. I don't want you to be down.
Totally agree.
Now it's up to me if I decide, if I fall in love with somebody that's not really where I am, and then I might say, you know what, I see the potential in this person. I see that they can eventually get to this level or better. Let me help them. Then I'll try to feed into that person. But to get with somebody who can't do what I do for me, no, that's not what's up.
Man, and I totally agree with that. And what I'm saying is, no, don't go pull somebody who's going to be a liability to you.
Yeah.
However, when they do come to the table, and as we know in life, some things fall off the table.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can't be that person that as soon as something fall off the table and a dish break, oh no, I can't deal with it. No. Because we measure ladies, especially the ones we looking at to be our wives and significant others. We measure them based on how are you when I'm under pressure.
Yeah.
If you are nothing but additional pressure to me when I'm already under pressure,
yeah,
I can't have that.
Yeah.
You got to be my place of peace. You got to be that person I come to and that's going to tell me, yeah, it's rough right now, but we going to be all right.
And that's why we have a lot of cheating in these marriages and in these relationships.
Talk to me, because I'm going to put something on cheat, but go ahead. Talk to me.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, listen, I ain't in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship right now. And I'm okay with that. I'm not in a relationship by choice. Okay.
Right.
I can be in a relationship.
You are in a relationship and it's a toxic one. It's the Cowboys, but go ahead.
Oh, the devil is a lie. Don't be lying out there. And my relationship is with the Holy Father. That's the only relationship I have at this moment.
You got that right.
Okay. But no, listen. So when people, like you said, when you fellas, y'all get under pressure and y'all got these wives at home, because some of these men chose these wives because of what they look like.
Yeah.
Because of the quote unquote support they had when they had all this money. They was always right there with them when it was time to go shopping and when it was time to buy something. But just as soon as that fell off and you had to struggle, now you going to work a real 9 to 5. You looking for Kathleen or Katrina, You looking for her. Where she at, baby? She went on
Gone.
to the next person. Or she stayed at home and now she bitching at you. And you looking like, dang, what's up? Why you not my peace? I need some peace. Then they step out and they go cheat, because then they go find the one that, I don't really need you for nothing. Really, all I'm seeking for is a companion. So now he's taking up his time with the companion, but the wife is at home like, damn, where is my man? Well, when your man was coming to you and needed you mentally, not financially, you couldn't provide. And vice versa, because I feel like it happens with both men and women, because that's why we have so much of the cheating and stuff going on. If these folks would, like you said, be your mate's best friend, financial provider, therapist, they won't have to go outside and seek it elsewhere. Because when they come home, they're gonna be like, you know what? Let me hurry up and get to the house, because I know baby she gonna have a remedy for this. Or let me hurry up and get to the house. I know he gonna have some encouraging words for me after this long day I had at work. But when you don't have that in your home, then they're gonna go seek it elsewhere. Facts. So the marriages are not they're not one, because when they first initially got together, they got together on some false pretenses. They got together on what you look like, or how much money you had, or where you were in life. Like you said, there's going to be ups and downs when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to life itself. We're not going to always have thousands and thousands of dollars.
Facts.
What you going to do, or what your partner going to do when you don't have that to come to the table? All of that stuff is stuff that these people need to take into consideration when they get in these relationships. These guys, when I go out on dates, they look at me like, man, where does this girl come from? Because I ask those kind of questions. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? When we don't ask these types of questions to get these people thinking, how in the hell are you going to decide to lay up with this man and decide this going to be the man I'm going to be with, when he can't even give you what he planned for his near future? That's failure.
Can I rewind just slightly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because nowadays, from what I understand, because I'm not out here, but I'm looking, I'm watching what's going on.
Right.
They not even taking the time to get to know each other.
Oh no.
Because they too busy all on Facebook, thinking that they know everything about you, based on what you're posting and where you, I know she went here. I know she do like this and like that. Man, let me tell you something. I know some folks that are night and day different than what they are online. Night and freaking day. And I'm talking about, okay, now let me tell you this. Rich and broke as hell in real life.
Man,
ask me for $30.
Look, you're not lying. You're not
lying.
Now,
I want to go here. I said this story before, but character matters, y'all, when picking a mate.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back to Chicago when I was working a little job, and I had my apartment, right, Erica? And I had a roommate, and, I had to help my roommate this particular month because that roommate was short on paying bills. So I paid the bills, but I'm flat broke now. And my girlfriend / wife now came over, and I said, yo, I got to be for real with you. I can't go out tonight. I have no money. I don't have no money. And honestly, I don't even feel comfortable even trying to borrow or do anything like that just to take you out.
Right.
And my wife says something. My girlfriend, it's hard to say girlfriend now, shit. She said something back then that holds weight to this very day. She said, hey, I got paid today. And if I got money, you got money. Put your stuff on so we can go out.
So in that moment,
Erica, let me tell you what the culture is.
Right.
Let me tell you what the culture is. In Chicago at that time, women usually tell men, okay, well, then I'll talk to you on Monday, and they find somebody else who can go out, who can take them out. Wow. And I told y'all I wasn't like I am now. I'm good now. I'm kind of cute now. However, back in the day, 119 goddamn pounds, 5'9", skinny, nose the same size as it is now.
Ooh.
She could have easily said, Hey man, I'll talk to you on Monday. I got somebody else with a car and all this other stuff that's gonna take me out. So guess when that statement came true? We were married. We had bought our first house, but I got laid off the first day that we put the first box down in our new house.
Wow.
Repo man going up and down the street later on looking for the car.
Wow.
Who in that window with me watching the repo man go up and down the street? Who getting the mail and reading the mail with me when my hand to God, when the mortgage company said at the bottom of the letter, find some other place to live.
Wow. Wow.
Any other person would have left. Oh no, he ain't doing what he's supposed to. He's supposed to make sure our house is straight and he let it fail and all this other stuff. So I'm gone. No, she said, we gonna be all right.
Amen.
So I'm gonna fast forward, Erica, to tell you, I pride myself in saying that I know can't no other man come to my wife and woo her away from me, talking about, girl, what I can do for you, because I've done everything possible for my wife. Ooh, girl, I'll buy your house. My husband did that already. Ooh, girl, I'll get you a car. My husband did that already. Ooh, girl, I'll buy you diamonds. He did that already.
Amen.
All of the stuff, he's done that already.
Amen.
And I truly believe in what you said. I don't never leave no cracked door. Because where you leave a cracked door, creeps come in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
I highly encourage y'all today, for whoever's watching the show, to not leave any cracked doors on any relationship that you value.
Right.
It don't have to be the relationship of a man and a woman. Whoever you value.
Right.
Family members, friends, wherever. Don't leave no cracked doors.
That's where communication come in. We got to get better with our communication.
Absolutely.
You know, that word right there is like a cuss word to some people because they don't understand communication, whether it be something that they didn't get to see when they were coming up as children, or they didn't see it exemplified in the relationships with their parents or with their friends. Communication is everything. I promise you, you can save a marriage, boyfriend, whatever situation you in, you can save it with communication. But when you don't have that communication, it's out the window. So the one thing you did when your girlfriend, now wife, came over to the house, you communicated with her.
Yes.
You could have lied, but you communicated and you told her, listen, baby, I don't have it. I don't have it right now. I would love to take you out, but right now I just can't do it. I don't have the funds. Had you came up with some type of lie, anything could have been the result.
Girl, I got robbed.
You know what I'm saying? You told the truth and you were vulnerable, which is another cuss word people don't like to hear. You were vulnerable in that situation. So you allowed yourself to be transparent with her. So she was like, you know what? If he can be like this and be this transparent with me, I ain't worried about his money, baby. I got it. Because this is who I want to be with. Let me show you I got you when you ain't got it. We don't communicate. So that type of stuff don't ever happen. And then you get with these people and then stuff just go. The foundation be messed up. I guess that's what I'm trying to get to. The foundation be all wrong. So if we start with communication, we'll have a beautiful foundation like you and your wife did.
And I want to say this too, Erica. And Erica might shout on this. I don't know.
You know I am.
But this is what I pride myself on. I represent us at all times.
Amen.
Not when I'm at home, but when I'm in the street. No, I represent us
at
all times, because guess what? She is a direct reflection of me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If my wife is in these streets raggedy, guess what that's saying about me? And I always told folks, I don't care if you see me with holes in my clothes and bummy, as long as you see my babies are good and my wife is good, that's my report card.
Mm-hmm.
And what they don't understand is marriage is the most selfless thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to put yourself last.
Yeah.
And but here's how it works. If I put her first and she put me first, we always covered
together.
But if I put myself first and say, forget her, we
It ain't
not
gonna
covered.
work.
We're not covered.
It's not gonna work.
And you better believe when I do bring her out, everybody is going to respect her because I respected her first.
Amen. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
So I just wanted to say that because I think that's a lot of what people is missing.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Because, yeah, you spoke a mouthful when you said that. You represent her. And I like this. I like this dynamic because you come from, but I've been married before. I'm divorced, but you're still presently married. Here it is. I'm single. So we get both sides of this story. That's
Absolutely.
really good because when you do come, and as a single woman, when I come outside, so I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to say any names, but if they are any of my friends and they watching this live, they're probably 9 times out of 10 going to know I'm talking about them, right?
Uh-huh.
When I come outside, right, I meet people. I meet a lot of people. Well, what they don't do is they're not forthcoming with being married, right? Because they assume, they look at me like what you were saying. A lot of these people don't look, a lot of these people that you see on Facebook aren't really who they are in real life. When you see me on Facebook, people think all types of things. When they finally meet me in real life, then they be like, oh my God, I didn't know you were like that. I didn't know, I thought you were like this and like this. So you know me on a personal level. So you know,
right.
You see stuff on Facebook or when you see something, you be like, oh, okay, that's just Erica.
And see, I was lucky enough to meet you first before I met you on Facebook.
Yes, yes, yes. So it's different, right? So when I meet these people outside, you meet their representative. You don't meet who they are. So they don't tell you, oh, they're married. They don't tell you this. So they are so used to the women that choose like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I can have me a side piece. I'm gonna have me a side ninja, whether married or single. I'm gonna have me one of them. So when they meet me, they think, oh, she like the rest of them.
Right.
So I can talk to her. So we'll exchange numbers, we'll communicate. And then after maybe about a week or two talking, then I'm like, okay, I'm peeping things. I'm asking questions because this is what I do. I find out you're married. The first thing I tell them is, you know what, it was very nice to meet you though. However, I don't deal with married men, so I got to let you go on and go about your way.
Right.
But these men, they are looking like, damn, that's the first time I've ever had a woman tell me something like that. They normally don't say that. They are normally comfortable with being a side piece or a side chick.
Because they'll pinch off of whatever they can get out of you.
Exactly.
They don't care as long as they getting something.
Exactly. So if they did what you said, come outside and represent the both of you, them and the wife, with that ring or acknowledge that they are married, we would have these issues about these side pieces and side chicks. Because most of the women that are like me, when they see a ring, they're going to be like, yeah, no, buddy, you married. I'm good. Thank you, though.
But here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. I'm going to speak from this side. Erica, I get approached more with my ring on than off.
I'm going to tell you why. But go ahead.
And we were, hell, I said, I don't give a damn. We were sitting in church. I had knee surgery. Now, what y'all don't know about me is I sing. Matter of fact, I sang. So I had just sang a solo in church. So I'm sitting on the front row, knee messed up and everything. My wife is sitting right next to me, and I had my play mom here and play mom there. And it was a girl that walked up and said, ooh, I wish I had you in my bed tonight to sing to me.
At church?
At church, front row. That is a true story.
Whoa.
And my wife and them was like, hey, they almost said bitch in church.
Whoa. That's a tough one right there.
But some of these women don't care. They don't care about you. They don't. And honestly, by them seeing, okay, so this is my perception. You let me know if I'm wrong. Some of them say, man, I want what she got. Some of them. And then others say, yeah, they think they all that. But I bet you if I come at him, he'll crack. What is your thoughts on that?
You know, a lot of them say that.
Say what? No, say it. Say what?
A lot of women say that. A lot of women feel like the right woman hasn't positioned herself to quote unquote get you, distract you, or take you away. So it's a competition, but it's a competition mentally for them, not for other people. They're battling with themselves. I'm gonna tell you why, right? I should have listened. They battle with them. Folks probably like, Erica, be quiet. You talking too much out of business, but they battle with themselves mentally.
Hold on. Let me before you get into that. This is called TMI News. Too much information news.
Mm-hmm.
So you say what the hell you got to say on this platform, Eric.
On too much information. The girls,
if they don't like it, too bad.
The girl is gonna be so mad at me. They're like, he talked too goddamn much. But listen, so mentally they are battling with something within themselves. All right. So they end up at the end of the day have some type of insecurities within themselves, and it's a battle for them to feel like if I can get him, then I must not be all that bad. If I can take him away from her, or if I can get his attention, I can't be all that bad. So somebody along the lines have told this person they're lacking somewhere. So now it's a game to them, and they want to try to see if they can take your man or your woman, whatever the case is, man or woman. They want to see if they can take your person, right? I went through this in my early 20s. Like you said, the dude I was with took care of everything. I was straight. You can't go buy me no house, can't buy me no cars. We had about 7 of those. We had a big 2-story house. We had greens, we had businesses, we had all types of stuff. So you couldn't come at me with that. So when them dudes used to be like, man, I can do this better than that, I can give you this, now I'm good, I already got that. But me and this guy, we were one, so couldn't nobody come and change that. However, I did run into some women that felt like, oh, she ain't good enough for him, let me try him. And they got the same thing. So your people, and this is what I mean by y'all have to be one. Y'all got to be together. When that comes, or when that woman comes, or she says something on the cool, on the slide, the man has to nip that in the butt. Don't laugh with her. Don't play with her. Don't joke with her. Vice versa, women. Don't laugh with him. Don't joke with him. Don't play with him. Nip it in the butt and tell him, oh, yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you. My man got that. Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. My husband take care of that.
Right.
And then walk on.
Peep in the crack of your door.
There you go. Because if you allow for them to have just that little bit of communication with you, then they can bring in, you know what? The curiosity. They can bring in just that little bit of curiosity, and now you got your ears open. Like, let me just see what they talking about.
Yep.
Let me just see if he can really do what he say. You know what I'm saying?
And then Erica, it's that moment when. Because all relationships have little weak spots. Yeah. Meaning, okay, I know the days that my wife don't like me today. I know that. I know them days. But people play on that, and what he do? Oh, see, I wouldn't do that. See, and I'm just saying, I ain't coming at you nothing, but I wouldn't. If I date a woman, I do this, I do that.
That's the crack. She left it open. So that's the thing. The communication shouldn't have never been with the other person. So while she up here telling this person about something y'all have gone through, that communication should have been brought to you. By the time you got off from work, y'all done sat down and ate dinner. Y'all finna sit down. You drinking your drinks. You done poured your drinks. She drinking her wine or her champagne. Baby, you know what? I want to revisit what happened earlier today.
Right.
I felt this type of way about that. See, we can nip a lot of stuff in the butt if we do the right communication with the right people. When you go and outsource your communication about what you're dealing with within your home, that's when you invite the turmoil. That's when you invite the creeps, like what you said. If you take care of that thing within the home, everything else would be non and void. But just
and it's crazy because, again, you never know where your attacker or your trials and tribulations is going to come from. A lot of times it'll come from your direct family.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've had family members who feel like, yeah, he in love with her, but I bet you any money, and would try to drum up something in my head to make me look cockeyed at her. Now, let me tell you something. The same thing happened with her family and me trying to drum up things. But this is what we did at the very beginning. Erica, I told her, first of all, I don't argue, fuss, or fight. And I want to put this stamp on this. 25 years, me and my wife ain't never had one argument.
Amen.
Because we know how to respect each other's space and then come to each other with respect.
Amen.
Have we been mad? Absolutely. But do we have to yell and call each other out our names and have to apologize for some stuff I didn't mean to say and all that? No, I'm not doing that. I grew up with arguing, fussing, and fighting, and I decided not to ever have it in my home.
Amen.
She decided the same thing. That was number one. Also, me and her had built a bond from the very beginning, probably like the first week of dating. We said, look here, if I haven't seen it with my own eyes or heard it with my own ears come from you, it ain't been done.
Amen.
It has not been done. And I'm going to tell you just like this. I had a couple of cousins tried to say, I saw her standing there talking to another dude. Let me tell you this. I saw her standing in front of the mall talking to another dude. Well, she was the store manager. That was the mall security. And somebody had just stolen something out of their store.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you want to drum it up in my head like she was sitting there and he was hollering at her. You didn't say none of the rest of them details.
Perception. They went on perception. They went on what they said.
And here's another. There was I'm gonna say it, and I'm not homo sapiens, but there was a very nice looking young man that used to try to holler at my wife, but wouldn't even tell me hi. Go up there and be talking to her, but I'm arrogant with mine. You can talk to you. You can talk to you blue in the face, but you wasting your time right there. Because the foundation we built, it's way stronger than what your looks and your your demeanor and all that shit you trying to pour on right now.
He was trying to get your woman.
I'm arrogant with mine because I'm like, if you strong enough to snatch her, you deserve her.
Yeah. If anybody is snatched, they deserve to be.
You deserve them.
Snatch them. Okay. Because if you was mine, so I don't know if I was talking to somebody or what, but the person was confiding in me, right? And they said they was dealing with two people, and one person, both of them were hurt. They got into some stuff, right? And both of them got hurt, right? Well, the first guy that she was with, she didn't tell him that she was dealing with the other guy, because that's why they got into it, because they didn't know the truth that the woman was dealing with the both of them, right? So I had to explain to her, I said, listen, if you got two people and you trying to decide, is it okay to love more than one person? If you got to ask the question, you really don't love the first person if you got the second person you talking about you love. Because if that's the case, you wouldn't have never got the second person. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I just think, you know what? I just think when people are dealing with these multiple people, when they have multiple people coming at them, even though they're in a relationship, when you have multiple people coming at you, a lot of folks feel like they get curious. And I'm gonna just say it. They get curious. They feel like, man, maybe I'm lacking something. But I keep referring back to you and your wife, because y'all built such a solid relationship, a solid foundation. It's harder for your stuff to be penetrated as opposed to somebody who has gone through ups and downs and they're not in such a solid marriage, because that type of stuff affects those kind of people because they fall weak to that stuff. Your wife know how to address that. She know how to kill that. You know, you can sit back comfortably and let that man shoot all type of shots because you know your woman ain't gonna deal with him. But what about the people who don't have that foundation, who don't have that? So that's who I want you to.
If you don't have that foundation, you need not build your house.
True.
At the end of the day, it's just that simple. You are not gonna build your house on mud.
Wow. So is that why a lot of these houses falling apart?
They fall because they're the foundation. Let me tell you something about our foundation, and this is weird too. Our foundation is so strong that when my wife was in the hospital having my son, at the same time that she started throwing up, my baby girl was at the daycare throwing up.
Wow.
And they couldn't even figure out why she was throwing up. And after my wife stopped throwing up, my baby girl stopped throwing up.
Really?
See, I believe in that type of connection with my family.
Right. But
we feel that connected when it comes to my wife. It's crazy because my daughter got like my handprint as her right hand and her mom's handprint as her left hand. Wow. It's weird. But if people don't think that we are strongly connected in more ways than just sex, in more ways than just mentally and all that crap, you're wrong. And I go back to, again, it's all about that foundation that was built from the very beginning. Because had we not built that foundation, any wrecking ball could have came and tore our house down. Any mudslide, any hard rain could have made our house slide off the surface because there was no foundation. But we were determined to strengthen that foundation in every which way that we could. Starting with the Lord. Let's not forget about that. Because before my wife even came to me, I prayed for her. Everybody know the story. I prayed for her because I got tired of going through all these relationship woes. And if you don't think you can't go and be specific with God and he won't deliver, let me be your example.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm up here trying to eat this gumbo and messing up, but don't tell nobody.
You ain't have to tell me it was gumbo, though.
I was hungry.
But I still, you ain't had to say it was gumbo.
Dang.
Gumbo now. Anyway.
Man, good. Sorry.
So, Erica, I was saying about foundation.
Yeah.
And I said, first and foremost, man, y'all better know that how important God is.
Oh, man.
Because that is the number one thing we built our foundation on. Because before I even knew my wife, Erica, I was telling these folks, I prayed for her.
Amen.
Specifically.
Amen.
Please understand that. Specifically.
Down to the T.
Down to the T. You can go to God and tell him, hey, God, you know what I like. And let me tell you, if you don't, just in case you don't know what I like, I'm going to tell you.
You told him?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I went to God, please, because I'm tired of, God, I'm ready for my wife. I'm tired of this dating stuff.
It's horrible out there.
Girl, I was on my knees. Prayed for mine. And 2 weeks later, I met her.
Really?
2 weeks later.
You know, it happens that fast, though. You know, when it's ordained by God, it happens that fast.
Absolutely.
But you have to believe. You have to believe in your heart. So a lot of people get messed up because they don't believe. You know, they want stuff to be instantaneous. Like right now, I prayed, I want it tomorrow type stuff.
Yep.
In some cases, it might happen like that. But some people aren't willing to wait. So when you say you prayed and God sent her to you, a lot of people don't know when they hear from God. How did you know she was the one?
So it's funny. She was like, she used to work at Rave, I believe that is the women's clothing store.
Yep.
And okay, so damn it. I had got my tax return check, Erica. And my tax return check was about $300 or $400.
Okay.
So I said, forget it, man. I'm finna go to the mall and blow this. This ain't nothing. I'm about to go to Jeans West and buy me a bunch of matching outfits. What up, Val? I'm about to go and buy me a bunch of matching outfits from Jeans West. So I go to Jeans West. My best friend at the time, which was my female cousin, me and her was tight as hell. We still tight as hell, but of course, you know, not as tight because I moved, she moved, we got families, so on and so forth. However, I said, come go with me to the mall. And she said, I was just there yesterday. I want to go to this store. I want to go back in this store because I saw something I wanted to buy. She wanted to go back and rave. So we went to rave first. And she was like, I said, I'm not about to stand around in this damn woman clothing store while you shop. And she said something. And I said, I don't know why you in here anyway. It ain't like your fat ass gonna look like that in the dress.
Oh.
And I pointed right at my wife. And it's like she was glowing.
You lit
And
up.
I left and I could not get her out of my mind.
Wow.
I'm not going to tell the full story of how I ended up back down there, but just know I ended up back down there and I got her phone number. Erica, she had the phoniest looking phone number I ever seen in my life. And this was back when it wasn't no damn cell phones. I'm going to text my number in your phone and let me know when you get it. It wasn't that. You had to get the number, go home on the house phone
and call
the damn number. And her number was like, I swear to God, 773 is Chicago area code. It was like 773-747-7747.
Dang.
I said, that is too many goddamn sevens. I said, exactly. However, my dumb ass at the time didn't know that. I was like, there's too many sevens. I know this is a phony number.
Oh.
And I waited a week before I dialed that number.
Wow.
I dialed the number. I heard somebody say, hello. Hello. You know them people so big you can hear it in they talk.
She said hello.
I heard hello. I said, I fucking knew it. I knew it. And so I said, can I speak to Vaughn? And she said, hold on a minute. I said, whoo. And when she shut up, Val, don't make me laugh. When Vaughn got on that phone, everybody know my wife named Vaughn. When Vaughn got on that phone, I immediately knew that was her.
That's all right.
And we spent 3 hours on the phone that night. The next night, we spent 3 hours on the phone. The next night, we spent 3 hours on the phone. And the last night, we went out on our first date. Our first date was IHOP. And two of the waitresses got to fighting.
Oh, wow.
And when she was more excited about the fight than me, I said, I like her. I like, cause you like, we used to, I hated Sadiddy. So if she would have been, oh my God, this is so ghetto. And that wouldn't have been, that ain't, I don't like you. But when she was like, oh, wait, look, you see him? You see him? I said, I like her. God, dog. Yeah. Like her. Then we went, look, but at the end of the day, long story short, you know, we did that and we set our foundation, man, by establishing what we expected out of one another. So we knew what we wanted, and that's how it turned out. So Erica has been the bomb on this show. I gotta, she said, you sick. Nana said, I'm sick. Val laughed. I can't help it, y'all. Ghetto shit used to make me excited. I'm sorry. I grew up in the ghetto. I can't help it. So when I saw ghetto stuff, and you know, that still sticks with us to this day. Me and my wife,
about it right now today.
No. If we see some fighting or something like that, we with it. Oh, you see that, baby? You see? Shoot, man. That's why we watch Balloon Pop. We crazy. Me and her have our date night. Me and her have our date night. And on our date night, we watch Pop the Balloon. I don't know why, but it's fun and ghetto and stupid at the same time. But anyway, Erica, it's been a blast having you on here. I've been meaning to get you on here for a long time. Erica is an actress in the DFW area as well as outside areas, and she's phenomenal. Phenomenal actress, man.
Thank you.
You know my favorite part. Erica, I'm gonna need about 8 seconds of crying. Can you go ahead and that's my part right there. I don't care what nobody say. I almost laughed and messed up the whole thing. But
you know what? It had everybody crying at the end. What you mean?
Man,
everybody
look,
cried.
I'm goofy. So if I know it ain't real, Like I'm laughing, but you was so real. And Erica is a phenomenal actress that I've never had a scene with you, but I'm definitely in a movie with you. I know.
You know what we do? We don't have. Aren't you in that scene in the red room?
Oh wait, I'm crazy as hell. You was the one getting the hell beat out of you in the chair.
Yeah, when she was grabbing my hair, talking about.
Boy, okay, we're not going to even talk about that. We're not going to expose that scene, but that I was literally laughing out loud because I knew the camera was not on me when Natasha did that to you. That was okay. I'm sorry. Yes, I have the honor of sharing the same stage and screen as this wonderful actress right here, man. Erica is dope. Y'all look out for anything that she's in, and this can't be your last time coming on TMI News.
No, listen, we're gonna have to do this relationship talk more often, honey.
Absolutely.
My favorites.
Good.
That's
so
my favorites.
I got a favorite, and I want you to be a part of it before the show is over. Okay, and it's called Effed Up But Funny Videos. So we're gonna go ahead and kick it off with our first effed up but funny video, y'all. Check this out.
Ma'am, did the hurricane destroy your home?
No, I just like taking my house apart on the weekends to deep clean, pinche vieja pendeja.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the way you be wanting to respond when somebody asks you a stupid question.
Oh my God. Where y'all got them videos? Where you got that video?
Wait, I got more because honestly, hey, look, this we gonna call these next three videos the power of the strap.
Okay.
The power of the strap.
Okay. Oh, no, you don't. Yes, back it up, Bird. You hear me? I got a leather bag and I know how to use it. Keep walking, foolish goose. Come on, Sugarfoot, we leave.
Black folks will whoop anything. Black folks will whoop anything.
He said, "Come
Erica,
on, Sugarfoot, we leave."
Here's the funny part that I'm gonna introduce this next video. No matter how old we get, when somebody is swinging a belt, it's really only one thing you can do, right?
Get out the way.
Check this out.
Oh, Lamar, help me! Grandma, we just went to church today. The pastor said something about helping people. Why you can't help nobody? Open YouTube. Open YouTube. Open YouTube, bud. Open YouTube, bud.
I told you, get out the way.
Wait, so Erica, why, no matter how grown you get or nothing, when somebody hits you with a belt, your hands do this?
Okay, because you like, wait a minute. Then you trying to protect yourself, trying to stop the belt. Baby.
But Erica, do you believe this? Last video, do you believe anybody could get a butt whooping?
Yeah.
All right, check this out.
Yeah. Wait a minute. He got you down here doing this.
I just came to dance for y'all.
You know what? I don't need no dancer. Dance for God. Dance for God. Dance for God.
She said dance for God. Baby.
That's right. Even strippers can get a whooping.
I just came to dance for y'all.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
I told you they take off running because, baby, I know I was running from that belt.
Anybody can get it, y'all. Hey, Val, thank you so much for joining in. Hold on, Val, crazy. She said, hey, beautiful. She talking to Erica. You better be talking to Erica. You better be talking to Erica.
Hey, Val, how you doing?
Val is definitely she's so sweet, and she's always listening and sharing and everything. I appreciate her for being one of our admins in the chat room. So thank you, Val. Val said, everybody, that's right. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it.
Everybody.
Hey, and saying that, y'all, man, make sure y'all keep your eyes open because Mr. TMI is definitely hitting these comedy stages quick, fast, and in a hurry. Again, I want to rewind back to Erica. You're going to have to ask Monique about that show. Your boy showed out. That's all I'm going to say.
No, I missed it.
Look, Monique and them said, I've never seen you. I know you funny, but I've never seen you like that.
Man, but I already know. I know you funny.
No, this was different. This was different.
It was better than the last show I seen when you was like the commentator.
Oh, way for girl. Like, look, man, I got folks shook up and shocked.
Oh yeah, well then I need to come
and ready to book because
really?
I okay. Let's put it this way. My own wife said, "Baby, I've never seen you like that.
Wow,
you was hilarious, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that." So imagine if somebody been with my butt all this time and saying that, Erica, I showed out that night. I ain't gonna lie, and it was so much fun. So thank you again, Tori Hart, for putting me on the show. That was such a wonderful show, along with Hope Flood and Comedian Q. I just did Rashawn's open mic, 5-minute hot open mic, and that was a lot of fun to me, man. That was a lot of fun because anytime you can crack comedians up, you're doing something. I'm gonna be real with you. That's one of the toughest crowds that you can ever try. So I had a lot of fun at that, and I'm looking at hitting even more open mics this week. So I'm out there. And I'm sorry.
Where will the open mic be?
Okay, so there's one Thursday in Mesquite that I'm thinking about going to, but okay, there's some personal stuff. I got to get my tattoo finished, so I might be doing that on Thursday. So I might not go to that one. So I'll let y'all know, but I'll definitely keep y'all informed when the next show, because we are working on that. Myself and my brother in comedy, Thomas J, we are working on putting together another phenomenal comedy show. So get ready. Y'all know what I do. Y'all done heard me talk, but y'all done seen it. Erica was even in Laugh-A-Mania 1, y'all. Erica had a look. We had a ball, but I'm gonna tell you like this, Erica. If you saw anything of what I did at Laugh-A-Mania 1, that was nothing compared to when I got to do a set and I ain't got to worry about being the promoter.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to check it out. So yeah, if you get a chance, let me know. That way I can share it. I like to share it with my followers.
And thank you for always sharing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You always share my stuff.
$0 to support.
That's right. That's right. So in saying that, speaking of what's costing $0 is us getting the hell out of here because the NBA started tonight. So I'm real stoked about that. So, hey, we appreciate y'all joining us. Y'all have a good night. We out of here, y'all.
Yes, y'all have a good night.